0.9.91 update of Krunker, many huge and monumental changes to custom maps have been made, such as private games, boost ramps, unlimited time, and parkour mode. Yes, this was the beginning of the Krunker, Parkour, and Bhop maps, and is what in my opinion made an already solid game awesome. And the first parkour map ever made for Krunker, or at least the first one I've played, is Super Parkour. While most of the early parkour maps have been updated quite a bit, Super Parkour is the same map it's always been. It's essentially a time capsule before all of the wall running, or wall surfing as it's apparently called, and all of the boost ramps and the bunny hopping became standard. It's essentially a short and sweet map featuring jumps and noob cars. Obviously it's not very remarkable nowadays. If a map were to be published with a bland mess of floating cubes, barrels, and noob cars today, it would be DOA. It would be irrelevant almost immediately. And the jumps aren't that hard to make either. It's possible to skip platforms, and as long as you memorize where the 13 points are, you can breeze through the map no problem. There is a weirdly placed block in the middle of the map, which I guess is supposed to block you from skipping a few platforms, but it doesn't really work all that well. And aside from the thin platforms near the end of the map, there isn't much of a challenge at all. And of course, it's been around since the beginning, hasn't it? Well, while we're at it, it's interesting to note that for some reason, when you spawn, instead of facing the parkour path, you face this barrel off to the side. And if you die a lot on this map, you have to see this stupid barrel over and over again. Like, it's so important. Couldn't it have been easier for you to face the right way, at least? But whatever. As I was saying, you know, I like to consider myself a pacifist, but there are certain things that piss you off so much that you just want to whip out the big guns. So you know what? Screw it. And it just so happens that as I was shooting at this barrel, I discovered that there is a lot more to it than meets the eye. Yeah, there's a shortcut in this map. It doesn't grant you any points, and it only saves a few seconds of time if you don't waste your time spraying the ground to see where to land, but nonetheless, it's still a shortcut. But other than the barrel, there's really nothing special about this map nowadays. Its 200 plus upvotes would be baffling to anybody who doesn't know the general history of Krunker maps. Nobody would understand that it's a product of simpler times, back when Bhop was just Bhop, bunny hopping. None of that crazy boost ramp stuff, aside from the one at the end. None of the wall surfing, none of the crazy hardcore parkour stuff that I immediately embraced in my own maps. It's just a simple, easy, and short cakewalk that anybody can do. And it stands as a very refreshing break from all the hardcore stuff. And to be honest, I'm fine with it. I don't need my butt kicked for all the time. I want to do the kicking every once in a while. But perhaps more important than what Super Parkour is what it represents. It is, as far as I know, the granddaddy of all parkour maps on Krunker, alongside Easy Parkour and Badges. It's interesting to see everything that has come out since the parkour updates, such as Parkour Ruins, Levels, Flag Parkour, Parkour Room, Prison Break, The Climb version 2, and of course all of my maps, and to realize how far we've evolved from floating barrels and stacks and noob cars. And for that, I salute you, Super Parkour, for starting a legacy of pain. And fun too, but mostly pain. Alright, if you're still listening, I have a list of maps that I'm going to do videos on, in order. I'm going to take a look back at Parkour Room, as things have changed quite a bit with that map, followed by videos on Badges, Sandstorm, The Climb version 2, Parkour, with a question mark, it has a question mark in the title, and many others. I might sprinkle in some other unrelated videos to pass the time, but as far as Krunker maps are concerned, this is my plan for now. Of course, when exactly these videos are coming out is beyond me, but they will come relatively soon. Just wanted to let you guys know.